Welcome to Module 3 of the Citizenship and the World Merit Badge Clinic of the SBS system for the Montana Council. In the third module here, we'll be taking a look at two major concepts. One is to introduce you to the different types of governments that are found operating throughout the world. And the second is to allow you the opportunity to further explore international relations through some type of personal experience or personal research. So let's move into the requirement A for number 5, which talks about constitutional versus non-constitutional governments. Constitutions can be either a single written document or it could be a collection of primary documents. The best example of a single document is like the Constitution of the United States. If you're looking at a collection of primary documents, the best example would be that of the United Kingdom, where their constitution is not really written down in one place, but is a collection of primary documents, be it acts of parliament, it could be royal decrees, major court cases that impact their society, and in some very rare cases, you'll see treaties included in that. Non-constitutional governments, on the other hand, are simply the opposite of constitutional government. So either type have their advantages and disadvantages built into their system. It's just a matter of perception and how a country goes about meeting the needs of its citizens. So now let's move to requirement 5B. In 5B, we have 5 basic or major types of governments. Your job is to name at least 5. And what you're looking for is a term that ends in CRACY. Anytime you see a crazy, it usually relates to government. Oligarchies tend to relate to economics. So the key to understanding these different types of governments really focuses on the number of people involved in ruling a country or making the major decisions for that society. It ranges from one person to everybody. So it's just a matter of what are the different types that you can see happening. One thing you have to be careful about, in some literature, you'll see the word communism showing up as a political system. It is not. It is an economic system. So please keep communism as not one of your 5 types of government. In 5C, we want to take those different types of governments and show them where they're practiced on a map. We can do this a number of ways, but and it tells you in the slide how you can go about doing it. But the key here is to try to take a global perspective and see what's going on around the world, avoiding a particular continent or region. So once you get that accomplished, then you can move on to number 7. And number 7, your last requirement is to ask you to have 2 additional experiences or in terms of research or actually engaged in some type of activity. What's really important with number 7 is you have to follow the wording of the requirement to the letter. So in 7A, you have to go to the U.S. Department of State website. And at the DOS website, you need to pick an issue, and then the pamphlet will tell you what else you need to do with it. In 7B, you're using a international press source, be it a hard copy or electronic, and you're looking for an article about a human right violation that is occurring in that country, but yet is protecting the United States. In C, which is a little difficult to do right now, but you are to engage in a face-to-face visitation with a foreign national, and it talks about those topics that are identified in the requirement pamphlet or in the requirements book. 7D would be really great if you could do it. They do happen fairly frequently. There's a number of years between each one, and that is to attend a World Scout Jamboree. The last one was held here in the United States, and I think that was last year. And the next one looks like it's going to be in Korea. So if you get a chance to attend one of those, I highly recommend that you do it. And 7E is then to be a participant or attend a cultural event in your area that focuses on a non-American culture. And you can get it, and Those are scattered throughout the United States or throughout the state. Here in Montana, we don't see them nearly as frequently as we do in larger city areas. So once you have done number 7, then you should have learned about the different types of political systems and where they are operating today, and get a chance to further your understanding about other cultures and events around the world. Once you have finished number 7 and you've completed these 3 modules, then you can move on to number 4. Remember, number 4 is not technically not a requirement. It's just a set of guidelines you need to follow in order for us to complete your requirements and so you can get your merit badge. So I look forward to talking to you a little bit later. Um, Good luck, and if you have any questions, always feel free to give me a call. Thank you very much for your attention, and we'll be talking to you later.